In this video, we'll look at creating onboarding and offboarding workflows using steps, templates, and groups. Using the Workflow Hub, you can track the progress of on- and offboarding workflows. These workflows support your new joiners, as well as colleagues who are leaving, and keep them informed. Each person involved is reminded of the tasks they need to perform. You can use integrations to streamline your on- and offboarding processes even more. Step 1. Create on- and offboarding steps. Workflows are arranged into templates, made up of steps for the process of on- or offboarding. To set up these workflows, go to Settings, Workflows, On- or Offboarding, and On- or Offboarding Steps. You can create two types of steps, General Steps and Email Actions. Let's set up the General Steps for an employee's first day. Enter a name, click on Add Item, and select the item type to add. Use text information to add explanatory text or information. Add employee attributes to request their basic information. Select Profile Picture to get them to upload one. Add Document for Upload to get them to upload a work permit, for example. Then add a step for important security information. So add your security policy document and a checkbox to indicate that they've read it. And then use URL to ask them to add a URL for their personal website if they have one. Then you can create the email actions for their first day. To remind your HR person to send a company-wide email for the employees, choose Send Manually. You'll define which employee or group is responsible when creating the onboarding template. Choose All Active Employees as the recipient and add a subject and body for the center to use. You can also send an automatic welcome email to the employee themselves on their first day. Select On Due Date to send it on the date you define in the template, set the recipient to New Employee, and add the subject and body. Use variables from the drop-down to add names, on-offboarding attributes, etc. You can also choose when previous steps are completed instead, to send the email automatically after the previous onboarding steps in the template are completed. For example, to send an email once onboarding is done. Step 2. Create on- and offboarding groups. These are groups of employees that you give the responsibility for on- or offboarding steps to. Once you make a group responsible for a step, all employees in it will get a task notification on their dashboard, but only one will have to complete it. You can also set this group of employees as the recipients of an email action. In the Groups tab, name your group and select the employees you want to add or use the filter to find them, and click on them again to remove them. Step 3. Create on- and offboarding templates. You can now build on- or offboarding templates using the steps you've created and the groups you've defined. So let's create an onboarding template. In Onboarding Templates, enter a name, click Add Step, and select your step, and then set the person, group, or team responsible and the deadline they should do it by. And then we can set up the automatic welcome email step. So here the deadline is when it will be sent, as we set it to On Due Date. For our manual email, the deadline is when the sender should send it. The deadlines you set for general steps also trigger reminders and tasks. For general steps, responsible employees get an email notification and a dashboard task 7 days before the due date, an email 2 days before, and daily emails when it's overdue. To assign your templates to your employees, go to their employee profile, onboarding, and assign the new template you've created. You can't assign offboarding templates to active employees, as the Offboarding tab only appears in their profile once they have a termination date entered. Congratulations, you've successfully set up your onboarding and offboarding workflows.